What's up, I like scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, we're going to talk about some stuff that happened at Halloween Ends today. Mainly, Corey and Michael, and just, explaining the ending. And I think, we just need to talk about it. So starting off, we're going to start off with Corey and Michael now. We speculated, we theorized, we did everything we can do to come up with this actually happening. Here on I Like Scary. So what happens basically, Corey, he goes in the sewers, Michael grabs him, and when he grabs him, he's looking at Michael in his eyes. And a lot of people are misreading this, I feel. I don't think it's like it's like more of a transfer, and like a vessel, like it's getting old. So it's like the evilness goes into Corey. The evilness goes into Corey, and you kind of see these flashes of everything Corey's went through. And it's almost like it's kind of hard to say, is it Michael seeing it, or is Corey being reminded of what he's been through to motivate him into becoming this killer of some sort. So and we get this scene in the beginning where Jeremy locks him in the attic, and he's like banging the door, like he's frustrated, he's banging the door. And at first I'm thinking he's just, he just wants to get out. Maybe he's claustrophobic or some shit like that. But we get these scenes through the movie where Laurie's talking about evil. She's talking about how, some people, have the illness from jumping. It takes a lot to pull it out of them. And that kind of made me, think when I heard that. I'm like, wow. Because I was thinking that what if Corey was evil from the jump, like he had it in him. It just took for something to, bring it out of him, because you saying this, he got a little like upset when at the kid. I mean, it was dark as shit up there, but he kicks the door, the accident happens or whatever, right? But she's saying that you gotta have like the sort of the same thing going on with you as Michael for it to kind of attach, like that illness. It doesn't just attach to anyone. For example, like if Hawkins would have went down there, it wouldn't have worked. That's why I think it played a part in Michael letting him live, because I think Michael seen it in him. Whatever it was, he seen it in him. How Loomis like the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. He looks in Michael's eyes, and then he kind of backs up and he leaves out the sewers, and shit just changes immediately. He ends up killing the fucking hobo, and he gets his first kill right after the situation with him and Michael, and he changes. So that right there, I think is something where Michael's seen something in him, because usually Michael kills people, and the hobo even says that, what's different from you? He's been taking people in there and they never come out. So I want to just say it was just something where Michael seen something with him, or like the evil when he possibly grabbed him. I don't want, because it can go both ways. Maybe Michael grabbed him and he felt him, just saying he was similar to him. He's saying that he was similar to him, and he couldn't be harmed by him. And then it kind of progresses where he takes Doug Mulaney down there, and it's like Michael's understanding that, hey, this guy is like feeding me, he's helping me. Because we get the scene where Doug Mulaney's chasing fucking Corey down there after the shit that happened in the diner with Allison. And Corey just, they go down to the area. Corey baits him, tries to choke him out with like a shirt or something. He soccer punches Corey. Corey runs, he's laughing because he knows it's about to happen to him. He's in the cave, he's standing, he's looking, Doug is looking, and Corey cracks his ass with a light. And I think the moment Michael's saying that, Michael's like, oh shit, you gotta think Michael's a killer himself. So that's probably different. Because if you think about it, it has to be something with Corey that he's saying. Because Dr. Zartane did the same shit. Dr. Zartane did the same shit, but he stumped his fucking brains out. He stumped his fucking brains out and he didn't give two fucks. So I think that it wasn't that Michael knew that Corey was like obsessive and he's obsessed with him and he wants to be him. It wasn't that. It was something that he's saying to him that he knew it wasn't an act. It wasn't an act. It was something where he can possibly be similar to him. Because, bro, when he's beating Doug, Michael's like in the corner like hurt. And then Corey's like, come on, get up. Like, he's like, get up. And I think Michael felt like, this motherfucker's really trying to help me, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, he's different from Laurie. He's different from Tommy Doyle. He's trying to help me. And Corey's holding him. And while he's stabbing him, he's like, he has this look in his face like it's giving him, like it's making him feel fucking crazy. Like, he's loving it. Like, if you look at Corey, he's looking up and down every time the knife's going in him. It's like he's enjoying it, which he is. And then Michael's like fucking transforming and whatever the fuck. It's like the rush is filling him up. You know, the more he kills, the more he transcends to something that can't be defeated with brute force. I think that's the case. I think they were showing us with action instead of being verbal for it won't seem okay, we're explaining the myth of Michael. But that's what it was, man. It was definitely that, because Michael was feeling like, that's why every time he stabs, it was like one of those stabs, like, okay, I'm getting some more out of him. I'm getting some more. I'm getting some more. He's stabbing him. And first you see Michael like hunched. He's hunched while he's stabbing him like this. It's like he's hurting, but he's still stabbing him. And after so many stabs, you know, he kind of like releases and he's like, okay. And he's like, damn near, it looks like he damn near like rolls his neck a little bit. Like, that, if that's not telling you what that is, I don't know what the fuck what it's telling you. Because in my opinion, that's what I got. As soon as I seen it, the more he kills, the more he transcends into something that can't be defeated with brute force. And, you know, the heavy breathing, and it's like he's getting a release of killing. And he didn't kill Corey, he just looked. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I see, we're eye to eye. We're going to be like some type of, you know, partners. That's what Corey's thinking. But in all reality, I felt, this is how I felt. I felt Michael was using him, like I said in previous videos. Michael's using fucking Corey, bro. Like, I'm just telling you that. But I think it wasn't that he was scared of him or anything. It was just that he was using him. And he knew that he couldn't harm him. So I'm gonna ride the wave. But anyways, Corey thinks they're like partners and shit now in my eyes. He's going out and he's starting to fuck with the people that picked with him, kind of lure them down there and like lead them down there to get them fucking killed. But making a long story short, this is one of the worst scenes in the movie, I think. We get this scene where Corey decides, like, you know what, he's taking too fucking long. That's the vibes I was getting, how Corey felt. He went in the fucking store and said, hey, you got something I need. And he fucking roughs Michael up. Like, they going back and forth on some little brother, big brother shit. You see Michael push him to the left, push him to the right. They're like fucking sliding in the dust in the sewers. And then eventually Corey gets strength over him and like puts him on his back like hard as fuck. And he's like, you're nothing but a man with a Halloween mask. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, that really disturbed. I thought, bro, man, I'm telling you guys, Michael would have killed his ass. Bro, you saw what Michael did to Cameron. You seen what Michael did to Tommy. You seen what Michael did to fucking everybody in 2018 and kills in the fucking firefighters. You're telling me even an injured Michael couldn't rough out fucking Corey Cunningham? Come on, man. That scene right there was not supposed to be in the movie. That right there, you should never see someone you look at like a hero, the heart of the movie, someone that puts fear in your eyes, that makes you frightened, someone you think's a fucking, just snap you in the fucking second. You should never show them as being weak. Even if they were weak, just talk about it, don't show it, because now we will never be able to say we've never seen Michael at a weak stage, because we have. We've seen Michael literally weak, bro. He's literally broken. Like, he can't even fucking like stand up straight at a point. So it's like, man, why would you guys do? I understand you had to show us, but why? But anyways, I kind of was like, at first I'm like, bro, he's fucking rough and Michael, but I'm like, now this is the only way I think it will work. If Michael's strength goes to a perfect vessel with no injuries. That's what I was thinking, like, oh shit. So maybe, because as I saw it the second time, I'm like, maybe it was like he you know, he got Michael's strength. You know, he got full Michael strength type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when we get this scene where he's on top of WRUG's he drops off the building. He's like, you know, I don't believe in immortality and shit like that. And he gets up at the 90-degree angle. I'm like, okay, like, come on, like, give us some more cemented things. Let us know that the fucking evil is in him for sure. Like, don't make it seem like, because there was times where I thought the evil was in him. And there was times where I felt like he was just obsessed. You know, I wasn't cementing on either one. And I just really think that if that was the case, then okay, you know. But because he definitely out-muscled the fuck out of Michael. Like, he just body slammed his ass. But Anyways, we kind of progress to their fucking journey with the little brother, big brother kill. That's what I'm calling it. They go to fucking Dr. Mathis' house, and Corey's fucking killing Dr. Mathis with the corky thing from the wine. And Michael, and bro, for some reason that scene was so fucking like, it was so crazy to see what Michael did. I don't know if you guys peeped it. He grabs the chick by the neck and he kind of like, he fucking like jogs a little bit across the room and throw her on the wall. It's so weird seeing Michael like low-key like push up speed in his walk. Like it was like he low-key jogged, and he like took her off her feet and threw her. I'm like, oh, okay, you guys are trying to literally make Michael like a fucking man. Like, cause it's like he like literally like walks, like it was a weird thing to explain. Like if you go back and watch the scene, kind of jogs out the closet and like grabs her. I think that shit is funny, but we see Corey and he keeps looking at his fucking hand like, am I healing like Michael? You know, and you know, if you know, I think he was thinking like, okay, if Michael kills and he gets strength, the more he kills, the more he transcends. And if I'm Michael Myers, also a part of him, I'm trying to see if my shit is healing up. You know, because at first we see like blood and shit, and then we see like him on a roof with Allison. She's like, it's infected. I think that was like a little Easter egg saying he's infected by Michael type of thing, some type of like, you know, thing to make you think about. So anyways, his hand is fucked, and he's just trying to get in. He's like looking, it's like, this is when I get the obsessed vibes. He sees Michael grab her, stabs her, and does the head tilt, and he's just like looking on the window and everything, and he's like, yeah, man. Like, he just like looking so sinister. Like I said, I love Rowan Campbell's character. I love Corey Cunningham. He did a great job. It was fucking crazy. So we progressed to the end. So the ending, you guys, let me tell you guys something with the ending. The ending of this film, was it what I wanted it to be? No. Did it have 78 in it? Hell yeah, it had 78 in it. But, you know, it kind of progressed to where, you know, Laurie shoots Corey or whatever. I think with this scene, it was shot in a 78 form and with a mindset of someone who likes 78. But once again, you guys made Michael seem weak, man. Like, bro, you got Laurie fucking putting him on a counter and crucifying him and everything. I feel like Michael didn't, I think he kind of went out with like, okay, you can't just kill me off just yet. But he didn't go out with a bang in this fight. Like, bro, he immediately gets fucked. Like, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he comes and he kills Corey, and, you know, Laurie killed Corey ASAP. Like, she wasn't fucking around, you know. In my opinion, I think Laurie, I'm gonna say Laurie the one who kind of killed him, because she shot him. But I know that, you know, Corey came, you know, stabbed himself in the neck, because, you know, he did kill himself, but Laurie was the one who put the nail in the coffin for real when she fucking shot, he's bleeding. And then Michael comes in and completes the whole job, you know. But, I think at that moment when Michael, like, snaps his neck, when Corey's trying to grab the knife, I think the shit went out of Corey. I think it went out of Corey because it's like, you know, he was trying to decide, like, hey, man, matter of fact, fuck, because I'm not going to let you kill Allison or Laurie. And Michael's like, man, fuck you. Like, come on, bro, it's over now. I'm out here now. But when you see, it's weird because, man, I swear, bro, this shit, when you, oh, my God. Like, when he's, like, laying on his back and, like, he has his eyes open, and Allison's looking in his eyes, the first thing I thought about was like, oh shit, do we got another sewer scene? Like, okay, is like the fucking evil gonna pass to Allison type of thing? Like, is it gonna bounce out of this motherfucker? They're locking eyes while he's like about to die? Like, is it gonna leave his soul? Like, this is where the shit gets kind of like, it makes you scratch your head. But anyways, that's what I was kind of thinking about that. But yeah, she's like putting him on a fucking island in the kitchen. She crucifies him literally with knives, puts a fucking fridge on him, and it just made Michael look like a bitch. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It just made him look soft, in my opinion. And they're like nailing shit in his hand, and I mean, she's nailing knives in his hand with the pan, and he's like squirming. And I loved how he had the burns with the like the little like fan and gray hair. Like, you know, the shit is damn near like, it shows that he can't even grow a fucking beard. Like, the detail with that, Chris Nelson, you fucking killed it. I'm gonna tell you the truth on that. But, you know, I think it was too easy. I think the death of Michael Myers was too easy. That's why I'm not that satisfied. I wanted to, I mean, he did get the knitting needle in her ear, but I wanted to see both of them get some major battle wounds. Almost like Laurie's like crawling out and she just like, like sitting on the back of the ambulance or some shit, like Andrew wrapped up in an arm cast or something. Like, they really like just got his ass up out of it. I understand he was hurt, he was doored, man. He was, you know, fucked up from injuries, but it was like, man, it was too easy, bro. The moment that Lori kind of muscles him and pushes him over and smacks the fucking knife, I'm like, oh my God. But I mean, he did have some fight in him. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Michael did have that fight in him when he rips his hand out the fucking thing and he grabs Lori. I loved that scene. It gave me the fucking chills when the music kicks up and he's choking her. And it's like, it's so weird because every time he chokes someone, we see like these flashbacks. Now, I got another video for that, but every time he chokes someone, it's almost like it's reminding him of who he is, the boogeyman. You know, that shit happened with Corey, but it was his story. You saw his trauma. So that's what I'm saying. Some type of evil like transferred or rubbed off on, but he's choking her. That's why I said Michael, he didn't go out with a bang, but he was trying, man. This motherfucker got stabbed in his heart. He got stabbed like close, like under his arm, like closer to like the part of his lung and his heart. And he rips his hand out and he's choking her. And this is with a slit throat, by the way. She slits his throat, blood is flowing out, and then she slits his wrist. So she basically just cut off, you know, his circulation and everything, and he's still trying. And what's so fucked up, I think Michael would have possibly still somehow got out of that situation if they would never put him in them meat grinders, what I'm calling. I know it's a fucking car part, like a car tool or whatever, but now this scene at the end, and it was almost like it showed you that Haddonfield finally comes together to kill their boogeyman, their, you know, the fucking boogeyman of Haddonfield, the person who caused all this trauma, had people doing shit to themselves and just wreaking havoc on this shit for fucking, you know, 40 years. Lori said this is a, you know, a end of a reckoning film and shit like that. But I think what it is with this is that you just see them come together, and they're like, you see Julian, you see Sandra, and they're showing you like, we're coming. It's almost like they're celebrating so they can live life again. But I don't know how I feel about that. It kind of passing over them, like he's like dead and shit. I'm like, oh my, this doesn't look right. It does not look right. And this was some Christine shit that kind of put them in a little fucking car part, and Allison turns it on, and you know, it just shows us, it kind of cements and gives us closure. I think that's the big goal that David Gordon Green wanted. The closure on his name. Like, you motherfuckers never ended it. I'm going to end it. I'm not playing. When I said it was going to end, it was going to end. So we get this fucking shot that's going to always be in my mind of Michael getting crushed into pieces, brains, bones popping out. And I think he just wanted this ending to be super poetic. Like, he wanted it to be a closure for Lori, not Michael. I think they wanted to treat Michael like the monster and the beast he is, and they're like, man, no, at the end of the day, this is Lori's story. She's the final girl that overcame her boogeyman, and I feel like that's why they show her looking at him. And you know, I think that's what it was. It wasn't like, I think in my opinion, I would have did a good ending for both, because Michael's just as big as Lori. This is his franchise. Michael is the heart. But I think they treated him kind of shitty at the end, man. They didn't do him any justice. Michael didn't get his flowers. Lori did. And it was just, I think it was too thought about. That ending supposed to be in fucking history, bro. Like, that ending, in my opinion, should have been like something that goes down in history. Like, I would have made it more brutal, similar to 2018, and I would have made the ending a slow death. A slow death. And a handshake out the theater as a Michael Myers fan, not a Halloween fan, as a Michael Myers fan. I feel like they just killed him off too quick. That's just my opinion. But yeah, you guys, comment down below, you know, what you guys think about everything we talked about. I got real deep. But don't forget to hit me on my social media. I on Instagram, I on TikTok, Brent on Facebook, I on Twitter. Don't forget, you guys, become a member of Patreon. Right there where it says join next and subscribe, become a member of the channel, and check out the official I Like Scary merch store. And yeah, you guys, I love you all. Watch more movies. Stay scary out there. Peace.